Good day, everybody, and welcome to the fourth round of the Formula Roblox League Eastern Cup taking place in South Africa. And with me in the commentary box is Region of Oloche.
Hi everyone.
So, welcome everyone to the first Eastern Cup stream of this season, and in general, since the Eastern Cup is technically a brand new championship. Even though you could say it is derived from the previous Asian Cup Championship. Anyway, we are here in qualifying. We've got 11 cars out on track right now. Let's see if there are more people going to be joining down the line. We've got, let's see how many people got signed up. 9, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. We've got 70 drivers signed up, with potentially a couple of reserves in there as well. And we also got a new team to talk about. FRL Racing, who have replaced ROBLOX TV because the team wasn't able to run their team, unfortunately. So they have been replaced by FRL Racing, which is owned by Division 1 driver Tash Mash.
Yeah, we also see the return of Papa in the 23 car of FRL Racing. So it will be certainly interesting to see him back to racing in this race here in London. We also have a low attendance today, only 11 drivers now on track. The 12 now just joined. So basically, at the moment, everyone will take points in the race if they finish. Let's see if more people will join later in the qualifying session.
Let's have a look on board with a new driver in this, well, not in this league, but in this championship, as a returning driver from the previous season, Papa Johns, who was racing in the Asian Cup in Season 3, which is last season. And now he's back on the grid driving for the new FRL Racing team, who, for the beginner team, have 2 cars attending, which is quite impressive. So we see Papa John's working around 50 meters. Take it a little bit easy through the left-hander. Now this is a very technical section. You want to keep this first left-hander tight and then open up for the second corner. As he carries a little bit too much speed, hits toward the exit, which is compromising his exit. Now here's a very understeery corner in my opinion, but Papa John's negotiates it perfectly. Going through the last couple of corners, running a bit deep into the first left-hander and running wide. Oh, that's not going to be the best lap. Oh, scruffy final corner as well. And running up to the line, what is Papa John's going to do? It's not going to be the best lap time. No, it isn't, but it puts him in 5th place for now. Now watch Danny in the Azuro Akil car. About to cross the line. And he goes 5th fastest.
Yeah, not a great lap by Danny, certainly at the pace to be more on the top. We'll see in the next laps. Yep.
Now the only 2 cars that are on the lap right now are Shiko and it's Jason. Jason seems to be improving for now, as we're looking on board with him now. Entering the final sector, he went slower in sector 2, but he still seems to be carrying on. Which means, remember that the drivers can see, they see delta time, so they know exactly how close they are to improving their lap times. Which means that if they feel like they aren't going to improve, Jason did manage to improve, so good on him. But that means if a driver, for example, sees they are half a second down on their PB, that they can decide to abandon their lap early and go out of the pits for the next lap, because otherwise you most likely be wasting maybe a minute trying to complete your lap, which is probably not going to be improved anyway. Time that drivers could use to go out on track again and try again. Of course, you want to have as many tries as you possibly can Now it's Courier Laps coming around the final corner. Let's see what he's going to do. He's going to go 10th fastest, as we see Jason improving in Sector 1. Sheiko is improving as well. For now, Kuan is staying in purple first sector, meanwhile. He's currently on provisional pole position with a 1:15.2. I believe the Division 1 pole time was a 1:13, a high 1:13, meanwhile. But a 1:15 is certainly still a very good lap time. So now watch Jason again, slow in Sector 2. MJ moves up to 7th place, and Jason stays put in 10th.
I was watching Leon on board, is doing a clean lap and not improving first sector, but he can move up some position in terms of his mistake. Yeah,
does seem okay
Kwon
though.
Is closing the line now.
Yeah, could still be an improvement. Kwon goes faster, and Leon jumps to 4th place.
Yeah, even takes purple last sector. Meanwhile, takes to P2. Everyone is basically improving. I see Danny doing the last sector way better than the lap before. He goes very wide in the last turn. He lost a lot of speed that I see on the line if he will improve. Yeah, it does improve. It goes to P6. Meanwhile, also Papa John's goes to P4, 9/10 behind Kwon. He has improved all his sectors. No one is improving on their lap at the moment, as everyone now has changed their tires in the pits and they're looking for probably second to last attempt or even last attempt for this qualification.
See, I don't think anyone's in the lap right now. Sheiko went wide in the last corner. I don't think he's going to improve. Then now there is Courier Laps, who is on the lap time. But it looks like he's just been overtaken by Ivan. Courier Laps, green in Sector 2. See what you can do with a couple of corners to go. Around the final corner, takes it easy, but let's see if he's going to improve his lap time. He's got a lot of time to gain, but he does not improve. Roblox is yet to set a lap time, but seems like he's about to set his first lap time. Of course, going green in all sectors.
Yeah, meanwhile, MJ is already disconnected. Let's see if he can join back for the race.
That's unfortunate. That's certainly going to hamper his qualifying efforts. See what Lord is going to do. He's going to go P13.
Yeah, Kwon goes purple in the first sector. Is already improving his very good lap time. Also, even he's improving his first sector. He was not very good before, so he might have a shot for pole position as he goes very wide and abandons his lap time. He maybe has a chance to do another lap. It's very tight. We see Ryu also improving first sector.
I think this will be his last lap.
Kwon doesn't improve his second sector. Ryu goes very wide, so his lap is basically ruined.
Well, that's a conservative final couple of corners from Kuan here. But let's see if he still manages to improve his lap time.
He does.
Yes, he does by 1/10.
Yeah. Very good.
Ivan with a very good qualifying here. P2, something which he hasn't got yet.
So we are just under 1 minute to the clock. So this is the last attempt for everyone. Let's see, Ryu goes on the line, doesn't improve.
Jason might improve his lap time. Let's see what he does. Does not improve. Kuan seems to be carrying on for another lap here, even though he's slow in Sector 1. He's going for a second flying lap, which means he has less than optimal tyres to work with, considering he's already done one hot lap. So
second lap in a row.
Yeah.
Thousand personal best sector. But he has Papa John's maybe blocking his vision, I'm not sure.
happened
Rio
to
with
him?
a red sector.
He gets
He's
out
getting
of the
blocked by
way.
Coolie Laps.
Yeah, even did a very slow outlap. He may take the flag with 4-3. Yeah, he's going to take the flag.
Oh.
Yeah, he does.
Kuhan.
Oh, just called Ivan is finished. I'm not sure what happened to him, but that's his qualifying over. Kuhan is finished
Oh,
as
Carson,
well.
red second sector.
Carson, I saw him make a little mistake in the middle sector there. Not sure how
Oh, he
well
goes
he's
wide.
going to do now. Just about keeps it on
This
track,
may not
far in
be
the corner,
improving.
avoiding the walking, using all the space available. Great far in the corner for Carson. Is he going to... No.
Oh, you're board
That's his lap time. Yep.
This
Yeah,
is
I
trying to
was
finish
watching.
P2.
I was
Red
watching
second sector.
I was watching even lap time. He did a very, very slow outlap for some reason, so he took the flag for the.
Well, I guess he didn't really want to go on for another lap because, well, actually, he might have been conserving his tire. Because if you do turn more aggressively, you do gain a little tire, but it's not that big of a
What is it?
difference. So, as I think MJ's reconnected back.
Yeah. So qualifying is
But
over.
that's
We have Kwan on pole position even
and
in the first row. Papa John's on his return takes P4, second row, great result by him. Then in the third row we have Leon and Danny, then Ryu and Nico. Closing the top 10 we have MJ and Jason. And last three cars on the grid are Psycho, Coolie Laps and Lord Mito.
one and three. They didn't get a 1-2 like last time, but Ivan has put his Premier Racing car up in the second, in the front row of the grid,
We may
while his
have
teammate is starting in last place.
sorry to interrupt, but we may have a problem here. There's some glitch. I noticed after the qualifying results, the compounds didn't show, so I'm not sure what's going on here, but it looks like the servers will have to be reset here.
Yeah. No one.
So everyone's on softs.
Yeah.
Yeah, no one managed to choose the tires. Probably the graphic didn't go out, so everyone is on softs. Yeah, very strange. This glitch never happened before in a league race. Yeah, we are cancelling this start,
Restarting.
so don't count it. We are gonna redo. So Wesley, correct me if I'm wrong, but we now have to redo qualifying as well.
I'm pretty sure we'll just go back to where the drivers were earlier in the grid. So this is a not so good start to the race. But this has been very. This is pretty. Not a really good showing out here. But at the moment, we'll just see what happens in this race. Server will be reset soon. Not right now. I don't. MJ RB5 currently in the purple first sector, and he's gained 4 positions on the race, which really means something at the moment.
Yeah. So Wesley, what are the plans?
So I'm going to explain to all the drivers, since this is a pretty exceptional situation, which we haven't had for a while, where we will have to do a manual start. So what will happen is the server will be reset, and all the drivers will be asked to line up on the grid.
I think it's the best course of action for now because we wouldn't want to restart qualifying since that would be pretty unfair to some drivers. But most of the grid now disconnecting, knowing that the server will be being reset.
So we will have the restart of the race in 2 minutes. So everyone watching, we have a manual start. So the race will start on the lights. Then everyone will line up on their own based on the
They still can't
qualifying
pick.
results.
This is not looking good.
Yeah, everyone is back from the first start. So some late people might have a chance to join.
Ryu. Glitched out. I don't.
Someone more joined, and we have not the. Ooh, we are in 16. Okay, never mind. I think I have the wrong calculations.
This is very strange though, as no one can pick the
This
tires
is-
apparently.
This is very odd indeed. This hasn't happened before. The last update was to the place was this morning when I updated the livery, but that's not something that should be causing any issues. I'm going to do some debugging here quickly. Then I'll jump into studio and see what is going on.
Yeah, maybe we should do the race start test right now to see if the glitch is still here. Maybe it was a one-off.
Seems like something is generally broken, but don't have an idea what. Okay, let me go through the version history. I'm going to revert to a previous version. Tash, that does mean that your team will have the wrong livery. That your livery will be taken out, so you guys will either have to use the ROBLOX GP livery or run the default car.
Alright.
I'm going to look through this more thoroughly later. Not sure what exactly went wrong, but I'll revert the version. For those tuning into the stream, we are experiencing some technical difficulties. We're trying to sort it out, and hopefully we'll be back racing in 5 minutes.
It's safe to join now, right? Or
Yeah, you can join.
so an unfortunate glitch has delayed the race for a little while, but I think nope, it still doesn't work.
No, it doesn't? Okay, that's weird. Yesterday everything was working, right? Yeah.
I'm not sure because I'm testing it right now. The texture doesn't change.
Wes,
Yeah?
Wes, quick question. Can someone join as a reserve now and start from the back?
Yes.
Okay, thanks.
Not sure what the hell is happening here.
Yeah, this is I don't think the textures change.
Okay.
Or maybe, yeah, only the textures. I'm not sure. I think, yeah, these are, no matter what you choose, they're softs.
Yeah. Okay, I think we have a temporary solution with a previous version of the place, as I said. I'll publish it now, and then we'll try again.
Right, so we are able to change the tires now. the texture at least from what it looks like. So after that weird glitch, we have reverted back to a old version of the game, and we will begin the race shortly as we are explaining the rules to the drivers. How it will begin, it will be very different from what you usually get. This is going to be a manual start, which means rather than the 5 lights going out, you don't have to go then. You have to go when Wesley will, I think, Wesley will say when to go. So we are going back to a very old school type of or way to begin the race. Now this happened a lot back in the first season of FRL racing, because there was a glitch where you couldn't go off this from the start. When the 5 lights went out, you still couldn't go. So this is going to be a very interesting way to get back in the race and see what happens.
So, if I remember correctly, this happened last season in the Division 3 European Championship.
Yeah, I think it happened once last season, indeed.
Yeah, because I remember doing the manual start, maybe in Rio. I might be wrong though. I don't recall for which reason, but yeah, I remember it quite clearly. So it will be another challenge for these drivers today.
As now the intermission begins, 25 seconds from now, we will be able to hop in the race. But of course, first we need to get the drivers back in their original grids, original positions on the grid.
I'm gonna record the start to check for jump starts, just to be sure.
It's the best way we can do. So, as everyone will be beginning to go, the grid is not their actual place where they will be starting from, of course. As I think Guan Gizmo gets pole anyway, he doesn't really have to move.
Huh, nice.
Okay, so
Absolutely perfect for him.
do you need the grid?
Yeah, everyone needs to line up in the correct grid slot first. And after this, I'll count down from 5 to 1.
Yes, so I think we have 2 more drivers than before.
Yeah, they'll start from the back. The new drivers will start from the back.
Yeah, we have Tony.
Yeah.
So we start from the back, and maybe I think only Tony. Yeah. Yeah, because we are 3 commentators.
So this is not going to be the actual race start. Hopefully everyone's going to listen as they all go back to their original grid forms.
Yeah.
Guan is moving even though he is in his actual place, which is strange. Rio, I think he's missed his slot, or he's just backing off now.
So we have Tony at the back.
Tony starting way off the back, despite there only being around 15 drivers. So as everyone is getting back to their positions, Nico, I think he's trying to get back to his position as well. So everyone, I think, is back in their original grid form.
I think so.
So, okay, we have Kuan, Ivan, then Carsten, then Papa, Leon, Danny,
There are
Rio.
5 more runners on the softs.
Then Nico, MJ, Jason, Psycho, Coolinaps, then Lord Mewtwo, and Tony from the back. Definitely alright.
So we will begin shortly when Wesley will give the countdown to the drivers when they will start. As he gives the instructions in the chat. Hopefully no one has closed it.
Meanwhile, everyone is on mediums except for MJ, Jason, and Psycho, which are on softs, and Nico on arts.
So as we will begin, as everyone will be wishing each other good luck for the race. Also, there is a possibility of jump starting, unlike in the original starts. As now, we are about to start. As it's go, go, go. Green flag running, and now Guhan starting from pole position. He's leading into turn 1 maybe, as the leaderboard readjusts itself. Ivan still in P2, but for how long? Carson challenging him. The two Swift GP cars, they're looking like a 1-2. Papa John's, he's gone a bit wide though. He started from P4, he's still where he is. He goes a bit wide, but there's a three-way battle for the lead between the Swift GP cars and Ivan. Into the third turn, Papa goes very wide, and then Carson now in the lead. Guhan trying to come back at him. Ivan still in this fight, misses the apex though, and now MJRB5 is challenging Papa John's. Danny goes past him. Ryu is now also challenging MJ. Swift GP1-2, I think Carson went a bit wide. Guhan now leading again. Ivan ROBLOX lost a bit of time to the two cars up ahead, and Papa, oh, he hits the wall. Papa messed up, I think, and Danny and MJ are through.
Yeah, we have a very close battle for the lead of the race between the two Swift GP cars. There's a massive mistake. Konekat then even passes him. Now he's up to P2. The top 4 is on medium compound tire. MJ is up to P5 on softs. Then we have Ryu on P6 on mediums. Then we have 3 soft runners, Nico on arts. Then everyone else is on mediums.
Oh, Carson ran very wide. That's going to allow Kuan back past.
Massive mistake also from you. Goes completely wide in turn 1.
Swift GP still has a 1-2, but both drivers have made a mistake so far. So let's see if they can keep it up and keep it clean for the rest of the race.
Yeah. Now Kuan has taken back the lead. There's a bit of a gap on Carson. Or at least it stands.
Oh, Kuan ran wide again, coming out of the left-hander. That's going to give Carson a
and
shot to get
MJ
past.
Is up to P3. MJ is up to P3 on his soft tires. He's certainly using them and the best of what they can do. Let's see if he can pass the two with GP driver and take the lead of the race. Meanwhile, in terms of groups, the top 5 has put a gap on Papa John's, who is 2 seconds from even. Then we have another group for P9, as Leon is leading that group, 2.3 seconds behind Ryu. Then we have at the back alone, we have Lord Mewtwo, who is 4 seconds behind Nico. At the moment, massive mistake. To the wall. He goes to P5, and now Papa John's is right behind him, under 1 second. Massive mistake from Kwon. Now he has to gain a lot to be back on the lead of the race. Now MJ is leading the race with the fastest lap on the last lap. He's battling very closely with Carson. Great line by the two drivers. Now driving very cleanly, both of them. Let's see if MJ can put a gap on that tires, which are
oh, hit the wall near exit. It's going to give Carson a good run. Trying to find his way past. MJ up on the softs, Carson on the mediums. I see her now about to start the 4th lap of this race. With MJ barely in the lead, Carson is very close behind. I don't think Carson is going to have to slipstream. MJ's going to try, or MJ is trying to break the toe anyway. Heading into turn 1, MJ is still slightly ahead of Carson. He should have the advantage at this point in the race. Still, he won't have it for long. He will only have it for like 1 or 2 more laps. So if he wants to break away, this is the time. Because otherwise I don't think he's going to be able to break away, as the mediums will slowly become the better tyre the further we go in this race. MJ goes massively wide and Carson makes a mistake behind. Both cars making a mistake, but MJ has come on top of this. He's gained time as Carson, I presume. I was paying attention to MJ. I'm not sure what happened to Carson. I can only assume he cut the corner, which cost him a lot of time, as he set himself to have bottled it for himself for now. But he's still in second, under pressure from Danny. So both Swift cars making a lot of mistakes so far in these early stages of the race. While MJ is now getting away in the lead.
Yeah, 1.6 seconds the gap from Carson, so he doesn't have the slipstream now on this start finish straight. Yeah, 1.3, now 1.6, so yeah, doesn't have the slipstream. So MJ has done what he needed to do on the soft tires, taken the lead of the race, pulled the gap. Now he has to manage this gap until he will pit in a few laps. Let's see if he will do a crazy strategy like Citroen Reese in the D1 race, where he did the soft one stopper, or if we will pit quite early and go for a 2-stop. We will see. Now Carson,
he seems to have found good pace as he is
1.1.
closing the gap. 1 second, he is really closing in now, breaking away from P3 and gaining on P1.
Yeah, battle for P3, even has passed Danny. Kwon is doing a comeback after his massive mistake earlier. Now he's in the slipstream range of Danny, 8 tenths behind him. Carson is still 1 second from MJ, so he will have the slipstream down the finish straight if he keeps this gap. Yeah, he will have the slipstream. Ivan loses a lot of time on Carson. Now he's 2 seconds behind him. Looking at the back of the points, we have Leon closing the top 12. He's battling with Nico and Kudilaps for P10. MJ does a massive mistake, goes wide into 1, and Carson takes the lead of the race as we speak. So MJ now has to retake the lead of the race on his soft tires. He's very, very close, 3 tenths now, going to turn 4. Clean line, but the both of them. MJ takes a very tight line. Down in turn 5.
Oh,
both go wide.
Oh, MJ is pushing a bit too hard. I think he's running wide out of certain corners. I think you tend to run wide out of certain corners when you push. As someone who's done a couple of laps around this track.
Yeah, very difficult to manage this track.
Oh, hit the
tires.
wall. It's definitely losing time now on the softs.
Also, I want to point out the comeback from Tony. Started from the back of the grid, P14, and now he's up to P7 on his medium tires. Now he's in the slipstream of Papa John's. He has just passed Ryu. Let's see how much he can gain as Ryu goes into the wall, so loses a lot of time. MJ does a mistake, so now Ivan has the slipstream down the start finish straight in turn 1. Only 2 tenths separating the both of them. Ivan takes a wider line.
Ivan, he's trying to come back. He missed the apex though, and MJ goes wide. But Ivan will have a better exit, as he didn't go wide. He might be overtaking MJ in the slipstream into turn 4. Ivan misses the apex. MJ corner cuts.
Yeah,
that is what you want to see. Danny also goes past him. MJ now out of the podium spots.
Yeah, MJ is looking kind of frustrated after losing the lead of the race. Now he has to calm himself down and don't make these mistakes. Now he has been passed by Kuan. Now he's down in P5.
For me, it says everyone's at the softs for me for some reason, but I think that's a glitch because I disconnected. But Carson in the lead, on the medium tires. I think he is pretty clear. It looks he's 3 seconds ahead. MJ goes a bit wide
Yeah,
actually.
missed the apex,
And
gets a
Guan's
pull
fighting
run.
back. So he's gonna have the slipstream though, and there's a barrel up ahead for P2, I believe. Danny and Ivan. So there are two different battles for P2 and P4 respectively. As Danny goes wide, I think Ivan will have a better line through the next corner. And they both have a pretty similar line out of that. And there's also a battle behind, of course. MJ in the slipstream of Kuhan. He will have a lot of dirty air though coming here. As Kuhan goes wide, but MJ doesn't really get a good exit.
Very close stuff between the 4 drivers. Danny tries to get a good run out of the hairpin. He's now alongside Ivan and he now gets ahead of him as they head into the next corner.
Oh,
Ivan
Ivan
runs
wide.
wide, and that gives Danny P2 for now. And that's going to put Ivan under more pressure from the 2 cars behind.
P3. Kuhan missing out. Kuhan goes a bit wide. MJ, I think he hit the wall a bit, and that's made for a little less better exit. He goes into the wall again. This is not looking good for MJ as of right now, but Ivan leads into the chicane. 3-way battle for the last podium spot here.
Yeah.
As MJ goes very wide.
He's
hit the wall.
Touches the wall. Yeah, loses a lot of momentum.
He will still have a little. He will still have a little bit of slipstream from the cars ahead, but he's got a lot of work to do now.
Yeah, he has just lost the slipstream.
Maybe MJ should consider going on the mediums now.
Meanwhile, Ivan and Danny trying to outline each other. Ivan getting a better run, coming out of the opening couple of corners. Now surging ahead, ever so slightly, heading into the next long left-hander. Opens up in the exit, both taking it pretty much the same. Now going downhill towards the hairpin. Short braking zone.
Both missed the apex. They didn't really hit the curb there. But Danny will have the slipstream of Ivan into the next corner. Danny will have a lot of dirty air here. He'll have to be careful, but he's still going for it. He's not in the slipstream at the moment, but he will dive on the chicane. No, he won't. But he will fight back the next corner. And now they're pretty much side to side. Danny, much slower entry, makes up for a much better exit into the chicane. Ivan leads the pair for now. Danny will have a bit of dirty air, but Ivan with a much better line. And he hits a wall. He clipped the inside wall there. Danny will have a lot more speed coming into the straight. Ivan will be leading into turn 1.
And now, meanwhile, we have a very close battle for P2. A quick update on the wear. The soft runners are looking to now have 50 wear at the end of this lap. So the wear will start to kick in very, very heavily.
Yeah,
so
they might.
It's important to manage it.
They might have to consider bidding soon. Oh,
yeah.
Danny.
Yeah, Danny gonna cut turn 5. That's a big mistake.
Yeah, that's allowed Kuhan past.
Yeah. Also, the medium runners.
There, but Danny.
Medium runners are just under 40 of wear, so they still have quite a bit of grip.
But go on in the wall, Danny as well.
Both.
Yeah, both go in the wall. And Tony has passed Papa John's for P6. Probably Papa did a massive mistake because last time I checked, Tony was 2 seconds behind Papa. Now Papa is 3 seconds behind Tony. We might have missed a big mistake from Papa. Now Ryu is 2 seconds behind him. As MJ pits from P5. Early Peter is
going.
Yeah, what tires is he going to go on? That could tell if he's going to go for a 1-stop or a 2-stop. He goes onto the hards.
He's going. This looks like a 2-stop, very audacious one.
Looks like he could bring those hards to the end. I don't know. The most common strategy has been mediums to hard, so I think he could go to the end, but it's up to him to do that.
Oh, Jason missed his pit box.
Oh,
that's going to cost him valuable time.
Yeah. So Jason goes on to the mediums, and who else just came into the pits? Ryusu coming out in P12. He went on to the mediums as well. I think if those guys might be on the 2-stop if you go from softs to mediums this early into the race. Because I don't think it's clever to try to bring those mediums to the end of the race. I think Tyler was a bit too extreme for that.
I think Carson is making a mistake here. Because Ivan just gained 3 or 2 tenths. Ivan really surprisingly, he's actually catching up Carson. Apparently 1.6. I think Carson conquered it. And now Ivan is within slipstream range.
Yeah, talking about strategies, and everyone who pitted this lap is probably going for a 2-stop. Because the arts can go to the end of the race, but the last 6 to 5 laps are going to be very, very difficult for them. So probably a 2-stop for the 3 of them. But we'll see later on the race. Now, Ivan is just off the slipstream range of Carson. Also,
Danny made a big mistake there.
As Papa is Papa is falling back a lot. Now he's 6 seconds behind Tony. He was 3 laps ago 2 seconds ahead of him. So I don't know if he's suffering from tire wear or if he's doing a lot of mistakes. He's on soft tires, so his tires are basically dead, approaching the 60 mark of wear.
Chaiko pits, by the way. He's going on the soft tires, which is a very strange strategy. So this is a confirmed 2-stop from him.
Yeah, certainly going for a 2-stop. On the gap, MJ is 28 seconds behind Carson. So he's looking to rejoin if someone pits from the lead now.
Oh, Carson trying to break the toe.
Kuan pits from P4. He's on medium.
So Carson will be undercutted.
Yeah. I think he's going to go on the hards.
Goes to hards, yeah. Kuan very early pit stop on his medium tires.
Papa John's goes on to the hards as well.
Yeah, both are going for a 1-stop.
MJ is going to rejoin ahead of Kuan here.
Yeah.
But that undercut is extremely powerful. And now MJ, he has 2 lap older tires. He has to really get on with the pace now. Otherwise, he will have a much more difficult end of the race.
MJ is looking for a P3 if everyone pits, because the time lost in pit stop is around 24 seconds. So it's now there with Ivan, 25.9 as we speak. He goes a bit wide, but he is there with Danny and Ivan for P2 and P3. But he has to do either another stop, or we will have a suffer at the end of the race with the old component.
I think Papa might have been undercutted by Ryu. I'm not sure. But he is. Papa will be catching up, of course. He has fresher tires. So the top 4 pit.
Carson goes to arts. Danny misses
to mess up their pit box. Danny
goes to arts too. And Ivan goes to arts. So everyone is looking for a 1-stop in the top 3. Let's see MJ where he will rejoin. He's very, very close. Passes Tony very easily. MJ stop on top.
MJ's frozen.
Okay, no,
he's rejoined ahead of Danny.
He's back he's ahead of Danny, yeah. Meanwhile, Tony rejoins in P7. Danny does bad first turn and loses a bit of position. As Coolie Laps is leading the race on his medium tires.
He's trading this. He should have pit nothing a lap ago, but he is going to lead the race. That's the bonus, I guess, which he gets for not pitting. But right now, Ryu 3 personal best sectors last lap. So now all the drivers, of course, improving their lap times as they should. Carson, he's already gained so much behind Coolie Laps. Was about 2 seconds behind around a sector ago. Now he is really reeling it in. This is a big sign for Coolie Laps, so maybe pit now.
Otherwise, we have only 2 drivers yet to pit. Coolie Laps and
Coolie Laps pits.
I think, Coolie Laps pits from the lead of the race. So the only one yet to pit is Lord 2. Probably is going to pit this lap. Let's see, Coolie Laps goes to arts. So he's gonna do 18 laps on these tires. Now
As
MJ
there
is
is
in
a battle
P3.
for P4 between Kuhan and Danny. They're really going at it here. I
Danny
think
had the pole run.
they were going at it.
Yeah, Danny had to save a massive corner cut, so he had to brake. And they lost the apex too.
Meanwhile, there's a battle for P13. Shaiko just overtook Mewtwo. I think they both on. No, Shaiko's on B-softs and Mewtwo, I think he's on mediums according to what it says on, or what it looks like. It's as it looks like there might be a battle emerging for P4, and as there's a battle emerging for P9 right now, Leon and Jason going at it.
We have
Let's
the
see what
repeat of
happens.
we have the repeat of the last laps
Oh,
of
Jason.
Division 2.
Jason goes very deep into chicane. That's not going to help him, but he is still
Oh, NJ
on the
frozen.
tail of Leon.
MJ's frozen.
MJ's frozen. He goes.
Oh,
Yeah, he's lagging.
He's always.
yeah.
Yeah,
He's yet to finish a
MJ's
race,
lagging
by the
very,
way,
very heavily.
in this championship.
Exactly.
He's missed round 3, but he was in the first 2 rounds, but he DNF'd in both those rounds. So MJ really can't afford another disconnect here.
Oh, mistake from Danny.
Oh, Danny.
Yeah, mistake from Danny. Tony passes him.
From last
So Tony
place
has
to
just done
P5.
a part for last sector, and MJ is still frozen on track. He's back, so it's lagging very, very heavily.
Look at the lead of the race though. Ivan has catched up to Constant. All of a sudden, Ivan, he got P7 or so in his first race here, and now he's looking like he might fight for the lead.
Yeah,
also looks like Rio does a massive mistake. He lost 3 positions. I have no idea what happened. Probably went wide in turn 1. Yeah, big mistake from him. He lost around 7 seconds. Also, MJ looks like he's losing time with the lag spikes, because he's down 3 seconds from Ivan. He was 1.5. As Ivan now is in slipstream of Carsten for the lead of the race.
Doesn't look like he might catch up into turn 1, but he is almost within half a second. He goes a bit wide though. Doesn't really hit the apex. Might have misjudged the corner. He does get a much better line, I think, compared to Carsten there, and he will have the slipstream, gaining half a tenth. So this is going to be a battle for P1, maybe soon emerging, as now looks like there might be a battle for P5, Tony versus Danny. Danny within almost half a second. He lost a lot of time there though, around 2 tenths into the long turn 4, and that by
everyone
half a second.
Yeah, everyone is pretty close to each other, as we don't see massive gap in the top seats. The only massive gap we have is Papa John's in P7 from Danny in P6, which is 10 seconds. Then we have Psycho and Lord Mewtwo at the back, 23 and 10 seconds of gap respectively.
Papa in the wall. He made a mistake just now. And he cuts as well. It's not looking good. He's completely slowed to a stop.
He stopped, yeah. What happened to Papa?
I think he's given up.
Yeah, he's out of the race. He despawned. So probably a glitch or a disconnection. Or a rage.
Looked like he manually jumped out of the car because
Yeah, exactly. Oh, Rio made a mistake.
Yeah,
that was all of a sudden.
Yeah, probably rage quitted. Because he stopped, he went to pits and then disconnected.
I don't blame him. He hit like 2 corner cuts in a row, completely ruining his race.
And meanwhile, the battle for the lead is still there. Ivan is just under 1 second from Carsten. Kuhn is 8 tenths from MJ to the podium.
I think Ivan made a mistake. He's lost 3 tenths. But I think Carsten might have made a mistake, or that might just be.
Yeah, he went very wide in that corner. He lost quite a bit of time. No, never mind. They actually gained. Interesting line, but it worked.
Oh.
Meanwhile, Lot Me 2 pits.
Oh.
The last one who was yet to pit. Now he pits for another mediums.
By the way, this is big. MJ RB5 is on the podium spot right now.
Yeah.
Guhan hasn't been able to catch him up, which is pretty surprising to me, considering what the kind of pace Guhan has shown the last few races.
I have been informed that Papa he had to go to football practice.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. The
He
race
did
delay didn't happen. Oh, MJ goes wide.
He did mention that.
P3. Yeah. So the glitch at the start didn't add Papa. Very unfortunate for him.
As I said, MJ was on the podium spot.
Ryu pits, goes for another stop. So we have the first 2 stopper of the race. He goes to mediums.
This is very early.
Yeah, very early stop.
13 laps on these medium tires. I wonder.
Down to pit 1. Yeah.
I wonder if he did that because he's frustrated with his current position. But as of right now, Kuan is in the last podium spot. Ivan catching up to Carsten. This could be interesting.
Oh, MJ goes wide now. Tony will have the slipstream down the straight. He's very close. They're side by side. Go nearly into the wall.
Carsten goes wide. Carsten goes wide. Carsten goes wide.
Carsten loses the lead of the race. Carsten loses the lead of the race now. Ivan is
also
leading.
goes wide himself.
Yeah, Ivan
Tony
leading
cuts.
the race.
MJ still in P4. Tony had corner cut. And now all of a sudden Carsten went super wide into turn 1. And Ivan now leading I think for the second time in his career. First time, I think, in Flevo.
Yeah, he's yet to get on the podium in this
He goes
season.
wide again.
Yeah,
Carsten might be out of 2 seconds. He might be out of slipstream, I'm not sure.
Oh, MJ running a bit wide. That's going to allow me more. First blue flag of the race is for Lob Mewtwo.
I've known Ivan for quite a bit of time, even before I joined FRL. We were battling a lot of time ago, so he certainly has a lot of pace. So it's good to see him leading the race. Let's see if Carsten will put a battle for the lead. Now he's 2 seconds behind him. We see also Sako pits. So we have the second 2-stopper of the race. He also goes to mediums. He lets the leader pass. Yeah. That's an interesting blue flag.
I think Jaiko really...
Then we have Tony in P4 now.
MJ goes very wide again. Danny is going to have another chance at getting back at MJ. And it's looking likely here. MJ is still ahead, not a good exit though. Danny has got past him. I'm pretty sure it says on the leaderboard he has. And I think Danny had a much better exit there. Yep. MJ is now P6. He's fallen back 3 positions, unfortunately. But Danny goes wide. And this is going to allow MJ right back into the fight. Into the chicane. They're pretty much side to side. Nothing separating them. MJ, the much faster line to the first corner. Might compromise his second corner line as Danny fights back.
Danny takes the corner very nicely. And there you see the difference between hitting the apex and missing the apex. So Danny's now back.
MJ goes wide again.
Carrying a lot of speed through that chicane. Compromises run through the final couple of corners, but he's definitely still on the slipstream, so you could still do something here to try and get back at Danny.
Yeah, both taking very interesting line through there. So, quick update on the championship. Carsten is probably taking the lead of the championship as he is 3 points behind Kuan. But Kuan has the pole position, so it might be very close between the two of them. For the team championship, Sweet Papaya is extending their lead with the current P2 and P3.
I think Ivan made a mistake.
Then
he's now allowed Carsten back in his slipstream range.
Then we have Premier Racing for Ivan and Love Mewtwo. So they're looking for only the win, but they may be gaining from Blue Agnes, but I'm not sure. As from the back, we have my team, Scuderia Nord, is probably gonna gain a lot of.
He's gone past. He's gone past Kuan. I think Kuan corner cut it, and that's allowed Danny back into P4 with MJ. Also joined. He's too far back.
Yeah, MJ goes already wide. Our tires are now totally into the dead zone. It's probably I think 12 laps on these tires. So if he wants to do a two-stopper, he has to pit very, very quickly. He has gap to do it, as Leon is 18 seconds behind.
So now it's under a second of each other. So there's no really big fight, but we can't talk about, I think, strategy at the moment. Danny goes wide. But yes, yeah. I think only Rio and Shaiko are the two stoppers. It's really broke down for them at the moment. They're P11 and P12 respectively. I don't think anyone else might be going on for the soft tires. I think Rio did. I'm not sure. It says he's on the softs, but he's actually on the mediums.
Yeah. We have top 8 all on hards. From P9 to P13, everyone is on mediums. The only one that have done a second stop are Ryu and Psycho. Then
so now slipstream range again. So that could be a mistake from Carsten. But he's gone back into it. Never mind. Very up and down, of course, to those corners and the timings. But as of right now, Ivan will be. I think.
Mistake from Kuan. Now MJ is back in the slipstream range.
So that's gonna be big for MJ. Can he make it work though? He's still within 4/10 of the slipstream range.
Jason Pitts, second stopper.
Jason. So that's two stoppers in this race. Will he go on the soft tires?
Yeah, probably.
He misses his pit box for a second time in this race.
Massive overshot. Goes to mediums.
He goes to the mediums. That's
strange.
A bit strange.
Yeah, very, very, very strange. Cassin is still 2 seconds behind even. Both are driving very cleanly at the moment.
So, Ivan.
Yeah.
Or even, if he wins this race...
Still 1.8.
If Ivan wins this race, he will be the third different winner here in D3 East, alongside Carsten and of course Shelby, who got 30 points in the first race. So did Carsten in the third round. So this is going to be interesting for the title fight. I think Ivan has attended all 4 races so far in the championship, so he might be a title.
Yeah. Okay, Ivan did 2 races. He did the run 1 and run 3, taking 10 and 14 points respectively. So he has to gain 34 points on Kuan, who is now leading the championship. But still, with more than enough championship to go, the battle is very, very open.
Exactly. Kuan and Carsten have been going at it.
And Nico Pitts. We have Nico pitting.
So,
another 2 stopper. Let's see. Goes to mediums
too. To go on the mediums. Not what I thought
very slick. As MJ done a mistake, now he's 6 seconds behind Kuan. Leon has gained a lot, now he's 14 seconds on MJ. He was 22 some laps ago. So MJ has to have a bit of more pace or do less mistakes. Because at this rate, he will lose also P6. As the battle for the lead is pretty much frozen, as Ivan and Carsten are still 2 seconds separated. No active battles at the moment on track. Everyone is pretty far from each other. But still, doing a mistake can cost you 1 or more positions.
So Carsten, I think he's getting back some time.
Massive mistake from Kuan, goes totally wide. MJ is certainly gonna pass. No, never mind. MJ doesn't pass, but Kuan lost 4 seconds. It went completely straight in turn 1. No idea what happened. Probably missed the braking zone. Now MJ. Ooh, already
frozen.
again wide.
Oh, Kuan.
Great.
And MG goes wide
Yeah.
himself. This is very
probably
strange for
Kuan.
both of them.
Yeah, Kuan probably has some technical issues because he missed heavily the braking zone in turn 1 and turn 8. Yeah, he's taking very cautiously. No idea, he's having some problem.
Oh, he's frozen. MJ's frozen. That's his
No, he's back.
fourth
He's
or
back.
fifth
MJ
freeze
still
in
here.
the race.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay on board with Kuan to check if he's still gonna go wide.
MJ went a bit far in the last corner, so
yeah, he
I thought that might have been a battle.
only on this lap. Now Leon is 11 seconds behind MJ. He gained 4 seconds only in this lap, so the battle for P6 is actually open.
If MJ doesn't keep as he is right now, if it happens again, maybe. Oh, Leon goes very wide into that corner. Very strange line.
Looks like Kuan is back on pace. Probably a massive loss of concentration on that lap. Yeah, he's back on pace as he gained 1 second on Danny.
So Carsten, he's falling back a bit from Ivan here. So this is interesting.
No, he didn't fall back. He's still 2.2. He has been from 2 seconds since he even went past for the lead of the race. Now we are crossing the line with 5 laps to go on this Division 3 East race. Kuan is stable on the gap on Danny. MJ looks like he can't go past. Leon is 10 seconds behind, so he gained another 1 second on this lap, but I think it's too late for him. But it's never finished. Ooh, Ivan did a mistake now. Carsten is in the slipstream range of Ivan. So we are back.
This is going to be interesting.
For the lead.
He lost 1 second. Back within a second. Oh, I think Ivan Carsten made a little bit of a mistake himself. He lost a 10th there.
Yeah,
but yeah, this is looking interesting.
Carsten is reporting issues with dirty air, so he probably doesn't think he can pass cleanly if he approaches Ivan. So he's gonna have to stay very, very close and wait for a mistake for Ivan if he wants to pass. Yeah, he now is in the slipstream range 1.4, gains 1/10, gains another 1.2, very, very open. Ooh, goes wide, loses a bit of time. Sorry, half a second.
Oh, he lost a half a second.
But he's still there, as MJ and Kuan are still 1.8 from each other. Yeah, the battle for the lead is very, very open. 1.4 now. Also, Tony gained on both of them 1 second on the last lap, but it's still very late unless they both do a massive mistake.
Carsten's out of slipstream range again, so this is not looking good for Carsten. Ivan might have this in the bag, his first ever FRL race victory in I think his only 3rd race. Very impressive for him. Of course, Carsten himself, I think, winning his debut race.
Ivan goes a bit wide.
Carsten now gains 4/10 suddenly on Ivan, and he will have the slipstream back in this long straight. This might have been a big mistake for Ivan.
No, he doesn't have the slipstream now, 1.6. So, see there, 3 laps to go. Carsten has to do a miracle to pass Ivan at the moment, unless Ivan does a mistake, obviously. But they're pretty much matched on the pace. Now 1.3 takes a better line in turn 2. Now down turn 3, Ivan goes pretty wide. Carsten takes it better now. Maybe looking for go under 1 second of the gap.
Under a second. Carsten goes a bit wide himself.
Yeah, losing 3/10 in turn 6. Now down turn 7.
Oh, he goes in the
goes
apex.
wide
He goes
again.
wide himself, very wide.
Yeah, goes wide again.
Big mistake.
Not
And as
not,
he
not
curses
massive
in
mistake.
chat.
We are approaching back markers. I saw a name approaching
Jason, I think.
Lord Mewtwo. Let's see if he will move out of the way or if we will block even down in the third sector. He's probably already feeling the dirty air. Yeah, he's feeling the dirty air from Lord Mewtwo. He goes wide. He goes
Oh,
very
it goes
wide.
wide.
Now Carsten,
Carsten
2
have an
seconds,
opportunity.
1.6. We are approaching 2 laps to go on this Division 3 East
Mewtwo is
race.
still not got out of the way.
Yeah, now
He is getting
even as the slipstream of Lord Mewtwo, but Lord Mewtwo has to move out of the race. His teammate is blocking. Now, okay,
Oh, he's
now
still ahead of Carsten here.
yeah, now yeah,
Okay, he
Carsten
goes out the
passes
way
him
now.
easily now 1.5.
Oh, he goes to the wall for. Goes in the wall during
Yeah.
it. That's really unfortunate.
The battle for the lead is still on 1.4 seconds. Both drivers are driving very, very cleanly and fast with these old tires. 1.3 seconds. We might be approaching another back markers. Probably Psycho. Not quite. I see a blue car
Oh,
ahead
now
of them,
Carsten.
but I'm not sure who he is.
Carsten did it 1.1 seconds of Ivan.
Yeah,
This
1.1.
is going to be interesting. Carsten goes deep into that
Yeah,
corner.
goes wide.
He hits the wall as well. That's
Yeah,
not
goes
looking
wide.
good.
Even touches the wall too. It's very, very close. Now Leon is 5 seconds from MJ. At the back,
This has been a
don't
very
see any
consistent drive from Leo.
battles. Now we are approaching white flag for the D3 East race. Last lap of
Last
race.
lap to go.
Carsten has the slipstream. Down in turn 1. Doesn't
Ivan
gain
still
much.
ahead. So
Ooh, Ivan
almost goes
Ooh.
wide there, Ivan.
Skips on the track.
Ooh,
That's a
goes wide.
very treacherous spot. Really dodged the bullet right there. Very
What
close.
a bold line. That was very close to almost puddling on the last lap.
Seems to have cost
Yeah.
him
Hard-
just
hard
a
to
little
beat.
time though, but Ivan still has a relatively healthy gap of 1.2 seconds. All he has to do is just keep it on the road, don't make any mistakes. But Carsten, I'm pretty sure he's going to do everything in his
Oh,
mind
look
to
at
close
Carsten.
that gap
1/10
and
gain.
find a way past. He wants to put as much pressure
Carsten
on
driving
Ivan as
very,
possible.
very cleanly.
Yeah, Carsten.
One
Ivan
second.
Carsten within a
Such a good
second.
driving.
Yeah, 9
Carsten
tenths.
within a second here.
He's down
Ivan
to the
goes
wire.
wide himself.
He goes
Oh,
wide even.
Carsten.
He's down to the wire. Touches the wall, Carsten.
He still gains a bit of time though.
4 turns
Yeah.
to go.
Don't
Last sector of this
I think
race.
Ivan will barely hang on to the win. Just a few corners to go
Yeah.
here.
Ooh,
Carsten goes wide.
Carsten. Yeah, but he keeps it on the road. Now Ivan has
Ivan.
pretty much done it. Ivan has
Yeah.
done it.
Ivan.
He's looking to the line
Ivan.
to win. In Ludwig, his
If
first
he starts
ever
leading
race in the
early.
FRL.
Even wins his first ever race in Ludwig. What a race! What an end to the race as well.
Yeah,
It was
Tony
very
comes
tense.
home in third place. Tony gets third after starting in last. A good job by him. Danny is going to cross the line in fourth place. Kuhan is going to, after a somewhat disappointing race by him, comes home in fifth place. Was not able to challenge
Tony
the top
takes,
What
guys.
a race!
Tony takes P3, starting last. So great ride by him. He went through the field to gain 11 positions.
Also, MJ finish.
NJ
Yeah,
finishes
he
a
finished.
race. For the
Let's
first
go.
time this season, NJ finishes a race.
Leon is going to come home in P7. Kurilaps is going to cross the line in P8. Nico is going to come home in 9th. We missed it, but he was behind Ryusu previously. He managed to get P9 from Ryusu during this race. Speaking of which, he is going to finish 10th just about with Jason, not too far behind. Ryusu is going to hang on to 10th place here, ahead of the Aguila's car of Jason, and that concludes today's race.
Wow, what a race victory for even RBX. First ever victory, just about edged Carsten. Was very tense on the last lap. As Tony was way far behind to be in the lead to fight the two ahead of him, but a great result for Tony, who went from P13 or P14 actually to a podium spot, which is very impressive Danny also in P4. Kuhan in P5, very disappointing for him considering he was on pole position. MJ, aside from P8, I think, is a very impressive to still gain 2 positions, but he could have probably got a podium if he wasn't that inconsistent. The two, no, not the two cars teammates. Leon finishes P7 in the Scuderia Nord car. Chloe Laps finishes in P8 with the Orange Racing Team car. Nico for Steffiel Racing, which will be rebranded after this race. If the new game or the new version of the game would get fixed, as this was the old version of the game. Ryu finishes P10 for TD Aguilas. Jason in P11 as MJ's teammate, I believe, for another Aguila team. Shaiko, one of reserve, finishes P12, and Lord Mewtwo finishes P13, the only non-points finishing scorer.
Yeah, we have lots of drivers contending for driver of the day. Certainly Ivan, with his first ever win. Also Tony from the back of the grid, and MJ, first time finishes a race, takes P6 and fastest lap.
Find a bit funny is that Ivan and Lord Mewtwo teammates are at the very end of the leaderboard standings. One wins a race and the other finishes in last place.
Great race also today in Division 3 East. I want to thank Tashin and Wesley for streaming. So we will see back.
Thank you for the commentary.
Thank you.
And thank you, viewers, for watching today's race. We will see you later.